NAB Show New York, the East Coast's hub for media, entertainment, and brand storytelling. It's the Javits Center, October 22nd to 23rd. From radio and broadcast to sports, live, advertising, and TV and film, get the tools, tech, and connections to amplify your message and elevate your craft, right in the heart of New York City.
For 100 years, Shure has been a leading manufacturer of audio solutions for broadcast and location sound applications. We are excited to have Shure join us at NAB Show New York this year as a session sponsor in one of our show floor theaters. With us today is Jason Waufle, Manager, Global Market Development. Welcome and thanks for being here, Jason.
Thanks, Kelly. I appreciate NAB having us today.
Starting with the big picture in the world of audio for live events, what industry or market trends are you seeing at Shure that will shape your products and influence broadcast audio engineers moving forward?
Yeah, great question. I think Shure's been around for 100 years, as you mentioned, and we've made some incredible products throughout that time that have been used in the broadcast and entertainment space, but you don't get to be 100 years old without looking towards innovation. And so some of those trends that we're really focused on right now is obviously the experiential audio, the immersive audio trend that has been the talk of the town for a number of years. And I'm sure is really focused on finding out not only how do we capture that audio in that immersive way, but how do we make that simple? How do we make that easy for the end users as well as the viewers to experience it? And then remote and hybrid production continues to be a massive trend. So can we enable workflows from an audio perspective that enable that remote and hybrid workflow situation? And then Shure's very large in the wireless audio perspective. So we have created a new coalition in Washington, D.C. called WMSA, the Wireless Microphone Spectrum Alliance, that is super focused on advocating for the wireless needs of our users to ensure that these broadcast media, entertainment, live sound events have the spectrum that they need to move forward. So those are kind of our three pillars at Shure for what we're looking towards from innovation and product technology.
Great, that is exciting. Just this month, Shure announced the launch of the DCA 901 Planner Array microphone, which lays the foundation for the future of experiential audio capture. Can you tell us how this technology will shape the future of audio production, and where do you see early adoption for this?
Yeah, absolutely. We just launched this a couple of weeks ago. We are so excited about and so at its core, the DCA 901 is an immersive native or an experiential native capture device. And historically, audio capture, the elements or the transducers that we use to capture audio for broadcast really hasn't changed in many decades in terms of how we've evolved with the kind of increasing asks of production and increasing asks of the viewers at home. And the DCA 901 is really an incredible tool that kind of allows that innovation to be unlocked for the engineers, the end users, and also, again, the users at home. So it's not about better gear. It's about creating that experiential environment for today's productions. We're helping streamline the workflow for that. It's simpler, it's intuitive, it's got remote control involved with it, and it's combining multiple microphones into kind of this single source point. So everything from your standard kind of 5.1 mix all the way up to something that's more immersive or experiential. The 901 is an incredible tool that we're really happy to bring to market to enable those workflows.
That is exciting on how that all came together. Zoning in on the upcoming NAB Show New York, Shure is sponsoring and taking part in a session on Wednesday, October 22nd, where Scott Sullivan, your Vice President, Strategy and Innovation, is on a panel entitled Reimagining the Arena, Innovation at the Heart of Live Sports. Can you tell us what role Shure is playing in the live entertainment landscape?
Absolutely. I think the DCA 901 that Shure just launched is a great picture into where Shure's headed from a trend perspective and what we're focused on as a company. This trend of innovation in the sports arena and how we can reimagine delivering the content of live action sports to viewers at home or the multiple streams that are happening. Shure's really excited about being able to enable the audio portion of that in ways that are innovative and new. So Scott Sullivan, again, the vice president of our strategy innovation team, has been instrumental in driving this within Shure, and obviously is really excited to join this panel to speak more about kind of where Shure's going, what Shure's excited about, and then explain a little bit more in detail about how DCA came to be and the research we did in the field with engineers and the meetings that we took and the engineering work that it took to make this digital array broadcast microphone that we believe is really going to be instrumental to create these experiential moments, not only for the fan, but as I mentioned, for the engineers and the technicians and the broadcast crews that have to deliver that. And how can we make that something that isn't a hurdle or a challenge from a technical standpoint, but something that's like seamless and integrated and efficient. And I think that's what you should look forward to from that panel perspective, is Scott kind of opening the can of worms on that conversation and learning more about where Shure is at with this.
Great. Well, thank you. That sounds like a must-attend session. Thank you so much for your time today, Jason.
Absolutely. Thank you.
To see this presentation about innovation in sports arenas live at NAB Show New York, please join us on Wednesday, October 22nd at 3:15 p.m. for Reimagining the Arena, Innovation at the Heart of Live Sports. We can't wait to welcome you live and in person at the Jacob Javits Convention Center for the NAB Show New York Trade Show and Conference, October 22nd through 23rd. We look forward to seeing you there.